Mona Mayfair of the Mayfair Witches, presented to us by Anne Rice, famous of the Vampire Chronicles. What I know about Mona Mayfair, well, her family are witches, real witches, brujos, Mexico. Well, that's what they call witches, Mexico. I don't know exactly where the Mayfield witches are from, other than Louisiana. Lasher is a new species of being that's the offspring of the Mayfair witches. What do I know about Lasher? I don't know. I read the book a long time ago, and it is being blocked from my conscious memory retrieval right now because that's mind control and it's illegal. It can only happen on a planet that can host vampires. It has to be a planet that is in quarantine because they don't let vampires loose. That's part of, planet Earth being, up until 1987, a hell world, H-E-L-L. But, these stories about everything to do with supernatural, or I don't know, do they have supernatural outside of the quarantine? No. Everything is just God. God-godding. Did they say that? No, they didn't even call it that. If you were born a fish, from a fish egg, well, as soon as you, hatch from your egg, and you're a little tiny fingerling fish, you don't think about God, or how you got there. You're a fish, and you don't call yourself a fish. You just are. At the front of, the fish's eyes, at the front of its head. And you're the fish. And it's water, but you've never been in air. Unless you're a flying fish and you jump up out of the water and then you go in the air and then you come back down again. But a goldfish isn't expected. Well, a goldfish does know where the surface of the water area is because that's where, you put the fish food and it floats there. But a goldfish doesn't go super fast and then swim up out of the water and then go in the air and then come down. Only if St. Francis of Assisi is walking along the river. Because that's the story of the lives of saints of the Catholic Church. Is that St. Francis was such an unbelievable loving aura that the fish loved him so much they knew he was there. And St. Francis is coming. It was like, I don't know, if the real Pope showed up in your hometown or the Queen showed up one day in Thunder Bay, the Queen Elizabeth did show up here in Thunder Bay when I was a boy. I don't know, I was probably 12 years old, they say. I think I was younger. 7, I guess. Anyways, that's the one in a long time. And then Thunder Bay Mayor Walter Asif, Jolly Wally, well, it made the papers. He pinched the Queen's ass. And I told this story before on the video. It was probably deleted by YouTube because of all the censorship on YouTube. That all my 3,000 videos, was it 3,000 videos or something like that? Yep. Wiped out. Because of the 3 strikes you're out rule. I don't know. I'm sick of telling that story about adrenochrome chipsets in Chrome laptops made by Google, Google, just in time for Halloween every year. But every day is Halloween because every day they sell Chrome laptops with Adreno chipsets in them. I don't know. Maybe they've gone to like Betazoid or something, but they did for a long time have that. And they're never going to be able to live that down. That is a sign of a corporation, an enormous worldwide corporation who condones torturing humans, torturing children, breeding babies for spirit cooking, long pork, hunting humans, and cannibalism. Vampirism, energy vampirism is real, yes. But it's like, well, that's adrenochrome. What did they sharpen up? I don't know. Are there? I don't know. I don't know. We were talking about what's happening on planet Earth, and we're talking about Mona Mayfair, because Mona Mayfair, she married a vampire, Queen Blackwood. Blackwood Farm is one of the books about Queen Blackwood. I don't think there's that much about Queen Blackwood. Maybe, I think it's mentioned in maybe 2 of her books. One is mostly about, I don't know. I don't know. It's coming as a download why I need to talk about this. I don't know. I'm not doing it anymore. Next subject is Sharon Stone's gowns. The gowns of Sharon Stone. She really does look pretty. And not so much in this one. She doesn't look right in this one. It looks like she's like, it looks like she's kind of like this. She's got like tensed up in that one. So she doesn't look comfortable in this one. This is a phony put-on smile. She doesn't look good here. No. It looks phony baloney. She doesn't look happy there. This one, she's got a bit of an overbite and bulging eyes. And this one is, I simply don't care about you peons. But what I'm going to tell you about Sharon Stone is 190 on the scale of human consciousness, she's a heartless fucking bitch. Well, she can fix herself. Everybody can. Anyways, everyone understands. I've done a million videos on raising your consciousness, and people won't do it. So this is simply, the story of Fire Lake. How it all came about. The Bob Seger song, Fire Lake. And it's when terrorists are taken to a place, perhaps a nuclear furnace, and they're invited to fuck off. Seriously. Everybody tells them to fuck off. Everybody points at the nuclear furnace. And they all go. And they all tell all of them fucking people, get going. You're going in there. That's a slaughterhouse. Well, you slaughter all the animals for food. We're slaughtering all the people who are terrorists. And they're going into the nuclear furnace, otherwise known as the Lake of Fire. In some people's versions of how this all comes about. The end of evil on planet Earth. In Star Trek, the original series, they went to one planet where people voluntarily went to their execution chamber because of a long-standing, 500-year-long planetary, one planet at war with another planet. For 500 years. Was it a taste of Armageddon? I don't know. Anyways, well, because the law is you must be at 540 or higher on the scale of human consciousness to be in this universe. And here on Prison Planet, there's people who still refuse and still break the law. So, the Lake of Fire was always promised to those people. And we're all just going to go royally fuck off to everybody who's under 540. And we're going to point to wherever that nuclear furnace is and say, walk the plank, pirate. In other words, yeah, walk in there. Or else. In the Tokyo subway, you've seen those videos where they jam so many people into the subway, and they've got those people sticks. They're long-handed wooden, long rakes with, a bar on the end, and they use it to push people in and jam them in to the Tokyo subway. So we'll use those kind of sticks to push those people into the fucking nuclear furnace. The Lake of fucking Fire. Well, they did it. They celebrated at places like Bohemian Grove. In the Middle East, in the olden days, so-called olden days, where they had an enormous metal, maybe brass statue that they threw babies into. Moloch, Molech, is the whole ceremony, and it is dedicated to the demon Moloch. Okay, muscle testing. Moloch, let's see, calibrates under 200, under 190, under 180, under 170, under 160, 150, under 150, Moloch. So Moloch is at the same calibrated level of consciousness as Satan. Lucifer is at 190. Beelzebub, under 200, under 190, 180. 180 is Beelzebub in the scale of human consciousness. Well, they're all under 200, which is the real negative, horrible. 150 is where torturers are at. Satan will torture you forever and never, ever stop torturing you. Brett Beeson, the devil, who bedevils me, calibrates at over 140, over 130, 150. Well, he's 150, or is he 160, 170, 180, 190? He's putting himself at 190, Lucifer. But quite often he goes to 150, Satan. So people can move on the scale of consciousness. But if you plug in, the Prince of Liars is Lucifer. Yep. Bill Clinton calibrates over 200, under 200, under 190, 190, 190, 190. And then the Ron Brown affair, where the cabinet secretary was killed off, Bill Clinton was at 190, 180, 180. That's incorrect. 150. In order to kill somebody, you have to be at 150. I'm not sure that's true. I don't think it's true. No. You're telling me Lucifer won't kill you? No, he will. So what is the difference between Satan and Lucifer if it's 150 and 190? Satan can't talk. Lucifer can lie to you and talk. As you go lower and lower on the scale of human consciousness, you come into like animal things, like, the sting of a scorpion. I don't know. Poison. I hazard a guess at 60, but I don't take me at these, because these things are actually listed in David R. Hawkins' books. Truth versus Falsehood by David R. Hawkins. Why? If I had idiopathic memory, perfect photographic memory, and I was able to tell you what that was, then I could tell you. I should have that, but I don't, because I'm demonically attacked. Anybody that, anyways, I can help you out. We've gone really, really far off topic, which was Sharon Stone. Basic instinct. And she just doesn't look like a loving person. And these people on the cover, they don't look like loving people. They look like monsters. So, beware, Hollywood actors, because they appear to be monsters to me.